What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the Snyder Cut. Yes, last month it was revealed that it's finally going to come out on HBO Max in 2021, which is pretty awesome. Now, I would not claim to be a release the Snyder Cut fanatic or crazy on Snyder. I think he's like an amazing visual director. I don't think anybody can beat Snyder aesthetically and action-wise. I think he dominates at those things and he's just great at doing those things. Honestly, I think this is pretty cool. I'm excited that the people that were Snyder fans, like huge Snyder fans, like Akil, Nice Cast, and all those guys are getting what they want and they're getting the Snyder Cut, and I'm excited to see it. I enjoyed the Justice League, but there was a lot of things in it that were just off to me. I felt like Justice League was such a mishmash of two directors' visions, and I really didn't like that, but I'm glad that Zack Snyder is coming back. I'm glad that we're gonna get something new from the DCU and hopefully something good. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be an amazing movie. I'm hoping it is amazing. I'm not expecting it to be amazing or anything. I'm not expecting it to be the best movie ever, but I think it has a lot of potential to be a good movie, or at the very least better than the thing that we got in 2017. But there are some things that I'm kind of confused about, because does this make Justice League not canon? Like, what happens with that? Do we just forget about that? And what the hell, what is Ezra Miller doing? Are we gonna get him back? Those are the things that I have questions on and the things I want answers to, and I think we'll get more of that at DC's Fandom. I forgot, I think that might be in July or August, maybe not, maybe sooner. Forgot when it was. I'll post it right now, but I'm excited for it. So I'm just gonna talk about some of my thoughts on the DCU right now and how I think this will affect things or won't, and some of my expectations for the movie, some of the good things that I see, and some of the foreseeable bad things that I've been thinking about. So let's get right into it. And Zack Snyder actually dropped this teaser of Wonder Woman looking at some kind of, I guess, hieroglyphics somewhere, super eerie and ominous and kind of suspenseful as she sees Darkseid, and I think it's written on that hieroglyphic like wall. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, I guess, as well. As far as the DCU goes, guys, I've noticed kind of like two issues with the DCU. One of them being, and I think we all kind of gathered this already, they were in a rush. Okay, let's be honest. They were trying to catch up to Marvel. Okay, they announced so many titles and they didn't follow through with any of them. We've been waiting for a solo Batman movie, a sequel to Man of Steel for I don't know how many years. I don't even know now if we're even gonna get it, even though people are talking about it. That, and then just kind of like decisiveness, you know, we're getting Batman vs Superman, and then when that doesn't turn out the way that they want it to, we're getting Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. When Justice League doesn't turn out the way we want it to, we're getting the Snyder Cut, which I can understand, you know, in the circumstances around Justice League, why Zack Snyder was, you know, had to be away from that project. I completely understand that, but it's almost like they're making these movies, and when the movie isn't received right, they go back and they're like, oh, that was just a practice shot. And I've heard that Zack Snyder was trying to tell a shorter story, like a more confined story, I think within the 5 movies. I think that's kind of bullshit, honestly, because there was supposed to be a Justice League 2 and then Cyborg, and there was just other movies planned. I know DC wants to have their own cinematic universe go on, and I think they need to just focus on themselves. I think that's some of the best advice in life, right? To do well, you got to focus on yourself. We got the Ultimate Edition, the Zack Snyder Cut, which I am excited for, and then we have the Ayer Cut. Like, there's too many extra editions. I want something a little bit more solid, you know. I want a solid foundation for the cinematic universe. I like when the movies actually mean something, because right now, like, what does this mean for Justice League in 2017? Is everybody gonna be under the same understanding that, okay, that was something else, that wasn't the true Justice League, this is the real Justice League now? If you can get what I'm saying, guys, I actually enjoyed Justice League. I still think it was a bad movie, but there was parts in it that I really did enjoy and parts that I really hated. So I think that the good thing about this Snyder Cut is that Zack Snyder and the people at Warner Brothers are gonna learn from the mistakes, the stuff that didn't work, and they're gonna improve upon all those things. Because that little cut, that little snippet teaser of Wonder Woman looking at that hieroglyphic or whatever, that was awesome. Super eerie, suspenseful. I really like that. So I hope that continues. And I'm just glad that a lot of the fans are getting what they want. I think DC fans deserve it. They haven't been getting the best treatment, if that's fair to say. I'm a DC fan as well. I love these characters. I want them to be done justice, and I want to see them on live action. And I have full confidence that we will not have any CGI'd out mustache in this version of the film. So I'm excited for that very much, and for them to redo that. And if they made a joke about it, that would be awesome. I'm excited because there's not going to be any cringe Joss stuff. I respect Joss Whedon a lot because of what he did with Avengers, and somewhat for what he was able to do with Age of Ultron. But yeah, there was a lot of cringe Joss Whedon stuff, like when Batman's like, I don't not like you. Like, come on, man, that's not Batman. Let's not do those things, okay? But besides besides some of that good stuff and the things I think they can improve upon, some of the foreseeable issues I see is some of the cast. I know they're bringing the cast back together, which I'm kind of unsure of. Like, it's crazy to me that Ben Affleck quit being Batman and now he's coming back, and all these actors, well, not all of them, but I mean, Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, their future in the DCU was kind of like up in the air pretty much. Besides Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill's like, hey, like, what the hell, when am I coming back? And I've heard some good things about that. He is going to be coming back. He's going to be making cameos. Still, WB is saying that they don't know how to make a good Superman movie or what to do with that. And I'm just like, come on, guys. We need somebody in there that actually understands Superman and understands that the fans want nothing more, have been wanting a Man of Steel 2. But as far as that goes, are we getting Ezra Miller back? Because I don't know what the hell is going to go on with him. He has no social media presence, so what's going on with that? And then also, if you guys remember, Mara was in the movie a little bit. I remember seeing like black and white images that Zack Snyder posted a while back of Mara, so I would assume that Mara is in his Snyder Cut. So everything that's going on with her, is she coming back, and how is that going to affect everything? Or are both of them going to get recast? I don't know. I don't know enough about those situations, at least not Ezra Miller's, to like really have a firm judgment on what's going to be happening. And then also, we're going to have two different Batman in 1 year, which when you think about it at face value sounds pretty fucking awesome. But it's like, we're going to have a Batman at the beginning of the year, I believe, before the actual Batman solo movie. Okay, is this going to be the younger version of that Batman? How connected or disconnected is Robert Pattinson's Batman going to be to the DCEU? These are the things that I'm bringing up, and I think general audiences are going to be like, okay, what's going on here? This isn't the same Batman from Justice League. I think some of the people that are more in tune with everything that's going on will be fine with it, just like I am, but I can see this being confusing for some people. And again, guys, I don't understand really what this is going to do. Does this make the first Justice League that came out null and void? And what does this do to affect the DCU going on from now? Because technically, I mean, Justice League happened in 2017. I'm guessing it happened before the events of Aquaman and Shazam. So what does this change? What is this going to change? What is this going to set up? Does this change anything for any other movie? There's just a lot of things that I don't see how they're going to be able to pull off, but I think they can work through them if they have some good people behind them. Now, as far as expectations, guys, Darkseid's coming. We knew he was coming before, when there were still speculations and whispers and murmurs of him. We heard Zack Snyder say he was supposed to be shown at the end with that tunnel, or in, you know, the invasion scene like that. Now we have confirmation. We have pictures of him, this new teaser, Darkseid is coming, and that's what it is. And I'm excited to see that and how big of a role he's gonna play in the movie, as well as I'm excited to get an actual legit member of the Green Lanterns in this movie. Okay, I remember that promo, or like the end of the Justice League trailers, it would always end with Alfred saying like, oh, he knew you'd come, and in the movie it ended up being Superman. But I remember hearing that that was supposed to be Green Lantern, and I think I remember Zack Snyder confirming that. I'm gonna look for that picture just so it doesn't seem like I'm talking out my ass, but I do remember that. I think it might have been Kilowog and somebody else, I forgot. So I'm interested in that. I would actually like, you know, a Hal Jordan or a Jon Stewart, but I'm gonna take what I can get. The little throwaway Green Lantern cameo that we got from that invasion scene, it was cool, but I wish there was more. Okay, it just, whenever I see the Justice League movie now, I'm just like, like there's something missing. There's just one or two people that are missing. And I think it was also kind of confirmed that the general from Batman vs Superman was eventually going to become Martian Manhunter, which I would love to see. And I think that would be awesome for this movie. We all pretty much know who the Justice League is. We've seen them already. This is the second movie. Let's pull out all the fucking stops, okay? We want this movie to be different from what we saw. I don't know how drastically different it's going to be, but if you put not only Darkseid and the Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter in that movie, you got me sold. That's a completely different thing. I would actually really love to see that, okay? These heavy hitting characters interacting with the other superheroes in that final battle, I think would be awesome. Anything. I would love that so much. So I'm expecting more of a Green Lantern presence, and I'm expecting something Martian Manhunter. Also, I think we're gonna get the altered Steppenwolf look, where he looks kind of, I guess, less like a medieval Viking villain and more of just like crazy apocalyptic alien. I think going with the more alien look makes him look more menacing. I just think it's a better look overall. 100% we are going to be getting the black suit, which I'm really looking forward to. I wonder if they're going to actually like go into what the black suit is. Like, it's like a regeneration suit because of all the time he spent underground not absorbing sunlight, or not as much as he would usually do above the ground. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, I think the black suit is always badass, and I'm excited to see it in live action because it was teased a long time ago, but we didn't get it. And I'm just like, finally we're gonna get that. So I'm happy for that, and I'm excited for that to be in the movie, even though I'm a ride or die for the the OG Superman colors. When you switch it up with the black suit, I always think that looks pretty badass. Honestly, I'm a fan of black suits. One of the most important things, besides all this kind of, I guess superficial stuff, Cyborg. I'm expecting to see a lot more Cyborg in this movie. I've been following Ray Fisher on like Instagram. I don't think I follow him on Twitter, I'm not too sure, but that man deserves the world. And from everything that I heard about how Cyborg was initially going to be kind of like the heart of the movie, or like just like a really big focal point of the movie, I want that. I think that's like the perfect thing. I mean, this guy who gets in this accident and kind of struggles with his own humanity and his past life and now his new life as Cyborg, like I really like that, and I would like for them to play with that, and I think they were initially going to. So I think Zack Snyder is the type of guy that would delve into that, because honestly I was like, this guy, he could make this movie like levels deeper. Ray Fisher's super charming, and everything that he said about Zack Snyder, it seems like Snyder had a real passion for these characters. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with Cyborg in this movie, and hopefully we'll get a Cyborg movie. And I think after this movie I'll want it even more. And hopefully Justice League, at least for me, I would hope would tie that nightmare scene that we got in Batman vs Superman to this movie a little bit more. I was always wondering, like, why did Batman even have that shit? Was this the future that he saw, or was it a different future? What exactly is going on with that? I never knew. So hopefully that they tie that back around and kind of resolve whatever that was. I'm looking forward to this movie, guys. I'm really excited. I think it has a lot of potential. Did I need this movie to come out? No. Do I think it's cool that it is coming out? Yeah, I think it is cool. I'm happy that everybody who was like a hardcore Snyder fan is getting what they want, so you guys can shut up about it now. But also, you guys pretty much deserve it because of everything that we've been getting so far. And I want to see these characters shine too, shit. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything that I had to say on it. I don't think there's anything else I have to say. I think that good things will come from this movie, hopefully. I don't know if it's gonna be spectacular. It should be, right? Because it had so many chances. That's pretty much it, guys. What do you guys think of the Snyder Cut? Were you a release the Snyder Cut die hard? And how do you feel about fandom? Let me know. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.